Hi Beetle people, welcome back to A Beatleful Life and happy Valentine's Day. So today we're going to be looking at part 3 of my record collection, which is going to be the final installment of this series, if you will. And we're also going to be talking about the Egypt Station box set that was just announced today. So before we get into that though, I want to show this pin that I got yesterday. I got this from an Etsy store. If you don't know what Etsy is, it's basically like eBay but for more like handmade items. This of course says "All I Need Is Paul" on it. I thought it was very Valentine's Day appropriate. The name of the store is In Living Technicolor, so if you want to check them out, they make some really cute stuff. And okay, so jumping into the vinyl, I actually must start with something that's not a vinyl but I thought was appropriate to show on Valentine's Day. This is Paul's Kisses on the Bottom album from 2012. Here's the inside. I think my favorite song on here is Only Our Hearts, which is one of the two on here that he wrote. I remember him distinctly performing My Valentine at the Grammy Awards. That was really nice to see, and I always like when he plays that live as well. Let me know in the comments what your favorite track is from this. So jumping into the vinyl here, we're going to start with this one, which I did talk about in part 2. I said that I would show next time. Perhaps a little funny to be showing this on Valentine's Day, but this is my Bing Crosby Christmas album. I bought this the same day I got my Andy Williams Christmas album. My favorite on here I think is Mele Kalikimaka. You know, the Hawaiian Christmas song. But of course White Christmas never gets old either. There's that. And another vinyl I have here, this is My Fair Lady. Now I became interested in this when I was about a junior in high school, I believe. We watched this movie in English class and I really liked the songs on it, so I was very excited to find this in the record store at that time. It has a synopsis and of course the song titles, some photos inside, and the back. And another vinyl here before we get into my 45s, this other vinyl here. This I believe is kind of a bootleg sort of release. On here there's like a mix of different versions of Beatles songs, unreleased songs, etc. It has like a version of Every Little Thing sung by George and an unreleased Wings track and some like different recordings, different mixes of various tracks. It's very interesting to listen to. This was a Christmas gift a couple of years ago. So now we're going to get into the 45s. I just realized I forgot one. Hold on one second. How can we possibly forget? We'll start with this one. This is of course the 45 of Come On To Me and I Don't Know. I bought this for Record Store Day last year rather. That. So I should have shown this last as a segue into the Egypt Station box set, but oh well. So getting into these, I'm just going to show them one by one. This one has Ticket to Ride and Yes It Is on it. I think Yes It Is a somewhat underrated Beatles song. It's not one that you hear people talking about a lot, but I really love that one. Next we have From Me to You and Please Please Me. Then we have I'll Get You and She Loves You. I really love these two songs. It's really hard. I can't pick a favorite between the two of those. I love them equally, I would say. Next we have I Saw Her Standing There and I Want to Hold Your Hand. These are also really two of my definite favorites. When I first got a record player, not even the one I have now but an older one, the first song I listened to on it was I Want to Hold Your Hand. And I remember that was such a special moment because I was thinking, I'm listening to the Beatles the way they were meant to be listened to, like on vinyl, like the way they were originally first heard. You know, so that's really special. Next we have I Feel Fine and She's a Woman. Another one that I can't choose between. I just love both of them. I love that music video for I Feel Fine when Ringo's like riding the bicycle. That's so random. I love that. Next we have I'm Down and Help. I love I'm Down. I love the Shea Stadium performance. Who doesn't when John's playing the piano with his elbow? I love it. We have another one of I Feel Fine, She's a Woman. I'm not sure how I ended up with 2 copies. It could have been that this came in the big like box of vinyls that I got from eBay, but somehow I have 2 copies of that. Next, with the Apple label, we have Come Together, and something I just heard Come Together on the radio when I was coming home before, so that's quite fitting. And then we have Revolution and Hey Jude. And last we have Day Tripper and We Can Work It Out. Another one I can't choose between. I love both those music videos. I watch them all the time on my Beatles 1 Plus DVD. You could go ahead and watch my Beatles Paul McCartney DVDs video that I have. I talk about all about that and more in that video. So now we're going to get into the Egypt Station box set, which I am so excited for, I have to say. It was just announced this morning. I signed up to pre-order it. Make sure if you want to get one, you sign up to pre-order because they send you a special link for it, and there's only like a limited amount of, I think, 3,000 of them. So obviously you're going to want to go ahead and sign up for that on Paul's website. There's a link to pre-order it. So it's the Egypt Station Travelers Edition. I'm going to show a photo here, if that'll focus. Thank you. So it's the Egypt Station Travelers Edition, and the reason it's called that is because everything comes in like literally a briefcase, which I think is really cool. So I'm going to go ahead and just read the contents of what is inside, if you haven't heard yet. There's 2 vinyls of Egypt Station. One of them is the regular album, which I have been waiting for. I did mention, I think, in part 1 of my record collection, why I don't have Egypt Station on vinyl yet is because I was waiting for the box set to be announced. So there you go. Let's see, there's that vinyl of the album, and then the second vinyl is Egypt Station 2 is what they're calling it. So on that is 3 unreleased tracks, plus 4 live versions from like the things he was doing last summer, the Cavern Club, Liverpool Institute, and of course Grand Central Station as well. So, and then another Egypt Station CD. I believe the one they're putting in here is the Target CD, like Target version, with the green band instead of the red one. So it has Get Started and Nothing for Free on it, which is the one that I initially bought of Egypt Station because of course I wanted the 2 extra songs. Then there's also a cassette in there, which is good for me because in my record player here, it's like a 3-part system with like a CD player built in and a cassette built in to the actual record player. So there's a blue cassette of Egypt Station, and then it says there's additional rare performance footage hidden inside. So what I'm thinking is it's like one of those things, if you saw, I don't know if you saw, but Taylor Swift's Reputation Stadium tour, I know that's really off topic, but she had this thing where she sent out these VIP boxes and you open it up and a video started playing. So I'm thinking that's might be the case here where you open something up and you see a video play. Next, of course, the suitcase, luxury vintage style Egypt Station artwork suitcase. Then it says an exclusive copy of a handwritten note from Paul. I'm not sure if that means like, I would imagine it's like a print of a handwritten note. Of course, it would be nice if it was an actual note, but I'm not sure. Let's see. An Egypt Station illustrated map suitable for framing. Travel memorabilia including postcards, baggage tickets, and first class ticket. Egypt Station luggage stickers. A travel journal featuring copies of Paul's handwritten lyrics. 2 lithographs of Paul's paintings. A 500-piece jigsaw puzzle. Egypt Station playing cards, and then it says additional hidden surprises and rarities. So that makes it sound very exciting. Here is the suitcase that it will all be coming in, and here's another photo of some of the contents. I'm very interested as far as what the hidden things are in it. I'm just very excited. Definitely go ahead and pre-order this if you're interested in getting it, because there is a limited amount. It says actually right here on the website that there's a deadline for pre-ordering. It's 9 p.m. Eastern time. I am in Eastern time, so, but I already pre-ordered this morning. 9 p.m. Eastern time, 2 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time, 6 p.m. Pacific, of course, is the deadline. So make sure you go to Paul's website and pre-order. Here is, once again, the picture of the contents. Now, there is one more topic I wanted to touch on before I go, but I'm going to keep it brief because I did post about this on my blog. There is a new, I'm sure you've heard by now, but there's a new Beatles-related movie coming out this summer. It's called Yesterday, and the premise is basically a guy wakes up in a world where the Beatles never existed, and he's the only one who remembers who they are. So he basically gets famous by performing their songs, and he has to deal with his own version of Beatlemania that he created for himself, because he's he's claiming their music as his own, essentially. I did post on my blog some initial thoughts about it when I saw the trailer, so make sure you check that out at beatlefulllife.com. And I think that's all for today, so I want to say thank you so much for watching, and be sure to subscribe if you want more Beatles and Paul McCartney content like this. And make sure you follow me on Instagram at Beatleful Life. And have a beautiful day, a beautiful Valentine's Day. Bye-bye.